Hey, remember that VR game that Colin Trevorrow kind of talked about that one time? You might have remembered it. Clayton covered it, and it was on the Jurassic Outpost site, so you know it's legit. Yeah, I figured you didn't remember it because why would you after Universal trademarks a new game called Jurassic World Aftermath with an application that's just so similar to the trademark of the cancelled open world third-person survival Jurassic World game, Jurassic World Survivor? Man, this can only mean one thing. Fans of this franchise are finally getting the Jurassic Park or World game they've been asking for years. Oh, those two things are actually the same thing? Oh. So earlier this week I found out that Jurassic World Aftermath, the game that was kinda hyped up to be something close to what Jurassic World Survivor was going to be, is actually a VR game. I guess it's kinda our fault for getting our hopes up and relying on Universal to deliver on something that was clearly too good to be true. I'm actually pretty conflicted with this game being a VR game. On one hand, seeing how the game has a horror aesthetic to it, it being on VR may actually help it in that regard. You're actually put in a life or death scenario involving dinosaurs in virtual reality. That in itself is pretty terrifying, and it actually fits with what people want in a modern Jurassic Park or World game. On the other hand, VR does have some limitations to it, along with the fact that it's not as widely available to everyone, and the fact that they've made it exclusive to the Oculus Quest makes it worse. The gameplay looks promising, and I think a lot of people actually like what Aftermath is going to be, but the fact that it's not only a VR game, but one that's exclusive to one VR platform, it's a pretty big disappointment to people, especially when you consider how long we've been waiting for a new Jurassic World game. I have no idea if they're maybe going to eventually move it to other platforms, but my guess would be no, seeing how they've already made VR exclusives in the past. As far as the gameplay itself goes, it's not too bad in my opinion. I know a lot of people are criticizing the art style they chose for this game, but I actually quite like the way it looks. It kind of reminds me of Telltale Games' art style, and it looks like they're gonna go for more of a comic book kind of style, which I think is a pretty neat idea. And the way you have to maneuver and hide from the dinosaurs reminds me of that fan game that was made for the raptors in the kitchen scene in the original Jurassic Park movie. I like that it's trying to immerse you into this world where you're just thrown into this chaotic mess that you're clearly not prepared for, and instead of fighting the dinosaurs head on, you've resorted to just hiding and sneaking away from them. The dinosaurs themselves don't look too bad. They look kinda weird, but I think that's just because I'm not used to seeing them in this art style too much, but both the animations and designs look pretty good so far. Anyways, that's all I really have to say about this game from the trailer we've seen. I know this video is pretty short, but I feel like it's pretty pointless to talk about something that I won't be able to experience for myself. Usually if I know there's a high chance I'll be able to play or watch whatever new dinosaur thing is out, I'll try to cover it, but sadly Jurassic World Aftermath is not one of those things. I have no real interest in the Oculus. I actually have a PlayStation VR headset, but the only reason why I haven't played on it is due to the lack of space, and I'm not going to go out of my way to spend another $300 on a VR headset when I already have one that I barely use. And seeing how I don't know any other VR games that I'm interested in, I would essentially just be paying over $300 for just one game. Yeah, I'll pass on that. So from here, all I can really say is that for those of you that are able to play this game because you actually have all of the right gaming equipment needed to play it, I hope you all have that Jurassic experience you've been waiting for, and I hope you enjoy the game. Everyone else, I guess we'll just sit here and continue waiting in the dark until something comes our way. Anyways, that's all I gotta say, bye.